Hi everyone, I'm Yash, I'm the guy behind OCCT. This video is going to be less fun than usual just because I'm going to talk about the recent price increase I had to do on my licenses. OCCT has always been a very open project, community driven, and I feel like you deserve the truth and to understand what's going on behind the scenes. When I started OCCT 18 years ago, it was a hobby. I was doing it in my free time, and this led to on and off period, which were mostly dictated by the birth of my kids actually, because when you have twins, you don't have much time for programming anymore. And this continued for about 17 years until recently. In past December, I lost my job due to COVID-related reasons, and I had to make a choice, and I decided to invest in OCCT and try to make it my full-time job because it's what I like doing in general. It's my project. It's like my fourth child, you know. So I decided to go ahead, and I was prepared to invest personal money inside the project. So this has been a very fun period for 8 months right now where I'm full-time on it, and I've pumped a lot of features in OCCT. You've got the benchmark feature, database feature with the leaderboard and stuff. You've got the most advanced CPU test out there with the advanced thread settings. I cut the graphical interface CPU usage by 4, the memory usage by 3. Lots of stuff, and incoming even more, which is hopefully coming out soon. You will see next week probably. This has been a fun period and all, but after a while reality catches up with you, and I'm not earning enough to make a living out of OCCT. I'm not talking about being rich or anything, no, I'm just talking about supporting my family and earning enough money to buy baguettes for my kids, you know. So I'm not there yet. So I have to make a decision. I have to make something happen so that I can stay full-time on OCCT. I'm doing this to avoid having to find a freelance job, starting working on it, and then I won't be full-time on OCCT anymore, which will lead to less updates on the app. And updating the app, updating OCCT is what I like doing. So I want to make that happen. So I'm taking a risk here because I can have a backslash like, you suck, your pricing isn't appropriate. I received emails about that saying that I don't want to rent a license, I don't want to, this is too pricey, or I even got emails saying I'm too cheap, you know, so well. But anyway, I'm taking a risk here, but it's a step I have to make this happen. If it doesn't work, well, too bad, I will find a freelance job, but still, I want to make this happen, and I want OCCT to be a successful app, so I'm taking the risk here. What's actually a tad infuriating here is that OCCT saw a lot of increase in usage in commercial and professional environment. What I did was take a month worth of logging of my website to see the IP address which were downloading OCCT Personal Edition, and then I just did a reverse DNS lookup on it to get the domain name, and I ended up with lots of proxy.corporate.com entries. Lots of those downloads are recurring. I mean, as soon as I release a version, downloads instantly happen. So yeah, those people are using OCCT in a commercial environment and using the free edition for it. That's no news, but I was actually taken aback by the scale of it. I understand it's easy to use the free edition, which is almost fully functional because I want it like this, just because OCCT is community driven. And not go through all your company's purchase process, which is most of the time pretty complex, and just use it like this because it works, so why bother? Yeah, but you're hurting OCCT, a tool which is useful for your business by doing this, and it's not like very pricey for professional use, you know. I understand $150 is pricey for a single-man company just as I am. It's affordable, but yeah, it's a sum of money. But when you're a company that's making power supplies on the worldwide scale, like for real, $150. Come on. So yeah, I had two choices here. Either I cut the features of the personal edition, the free edition, so that you need a license to fully enjoy the app, but that's going to hurt every OCCT user out there. That was the first idea. Or I raise my prices and try to communicate to avoid that. I choose the latter, obviously, as you can see me right now. It's not the best course of action. I'm not certain there is a perfect action to do here. It's just the best one I could settle upon today. This may change in the future, but I had to increase my prices in the hope to increase my revenue, in the hope to continue working on OCCT. And really, if you're a professional user using OCCT, consider supporting us, consider purchasing a Pro or Enterprise license, just to make sure you're securing a future for a tool which you use daily, obviously. So please consider. Personally, I will always have a way of making a living just because I'm working in the IT department, so I can find a freelance job. It's just that I want to avoid that because I want to dedicate my work to OCCT and continue doing what I like. I will be talking with you next week for a much more exciting video about a big announcement I'm going to make on OCCT. I'm pretty excited about it. This is all going to happen next week, most probably. So talk to you later and hopefully for a much more funnier video.